Is there something that actually looks pretty attractive at these kind of levels that is still underbought?
Well, I think if you believe, as I do, that the central banks, are going to indicate that they are easing their foot off the accelerator, and at the same time as they're reducing their purchases of government bonds, we're going to have, new infrastructure packages, clear signs that governments aren't easing their foot off the accelerator. That points to me towards interest rates rising in the back end of the curve as we move through the course of the next 12 months. And then that really, I think, spits out a whole load of other trades. It's been very clear this year that value growth, financials versus tech, and then in turn, some of the regional movements are really coming out of that trade on the 10-year. So on days when longer term rates are rising, we see that that's good for financials, less good for some of the growth, the tech areas of the market. And therefore, those are the days when places like Europe do particularly well. So I'm really looking to a continuation of that rotation as we move into the back end of the year.
So, Karen, on tech, actually, what's your take? It seems that we saw quite a big sell-off, or certainly a sell-off in the last couple of months. Does that continue, or are there pockets of growth that you see?
Well, I think that tech is a secular strong story still. I mean, I think we can't deny the fact that these companies are just kicking out fantastic earnings every quarter. This is not like the tech boom of the 2000s. This is a very strong secular earnings story that we do really believe in. So I'm not concerned in a major way about a significant tech sell-off. I think just the underlying fundamentals are too strong. But I do think that tech has been one of the key beneficiaries of ultra low interest rates. So they've benefited from strong earnings, which was boosted by the pandemic. But then they've had a super boost from those future earnings not being discounted at higher interest rates. And I think it's just that shine that could eke out of areas of the tech story. But I think, it's really about then using those broad sell-offs when perhaps that we could see when the 10-year has days where it really moves, to maybe actually move into some of those companies where you're really convinced about the secular earnings story. So I think it's about being discerning, really, within the tech sector, but noting that, there will be days where, particularly if we have significant moves in the US 10-year, then tech would be under pressure.